Hi, this is Vikas Rajpurohit. In this video, we are going to continue our discussion for our project GoodCabs Analysis. So till now, we have resolved all the business requests, and now we are going to create dashboard for our projects to represent to our business leads. So we are going to create our report in Excel only. So for that, I have just copy paste all the requests here, and just to look good, I just untick this grid line. So page will be blank and it will look good. I have also linked these pages to the respective pages. So for that, you just need to click on your cell and just go to edit your hyperlink, and you can go to place this in this document only, and you will go to your respective sheet and just click OK. So first business request is that we need to get report for city level fare and trip summary report. When I click here, we go here. So here, this is the data we got from our SQL query. So here I have simply applied conditional formatting. I have just shown data bars. So here we clearly see that Jaipur have the highest percentage contribution for this city. So we have highlighted this. Jaipur have the highest percentage contribution, that is 18.05. And also we have applied conditional formatting here also for top one data. So we got the top highest is for the Jaipur only. Also here average fare per kilometer is the highest for Jaipur only, and also per trip highest fare for average fare per trip is also highest for the Jaipur location only. So Jaipur is really doing great. Apart from this, we have checked the minimum trips we have for the Mysore, and average fare minimum we have for the Vadodara, and average fare per trip minimum is for the Surat city. We have mentioned the same, and here we create a simple geographical presence. We have shown geographical presence that in which all the city we are present. So here it shows location wise Jaipur, and here this is Surat and all these location. So whenever you are creating any dashboard, try to cover all your columns. So here we create this first column city. We just applied this slicer for the city name. So if business leads want to go by the per city, they want to analyze data by the city, then they can go and analyze the data. So here we created dashboard for city versus total trips. So here clearly we got idea that Jaipur have the highest total trips, and there is a minimum total trips for the Mysore. We have mentioned the same thing here. Okay. Also we have created this column chart for city versus average fare per trip. This is average fare per trip, which is in bar, and line shows average fare per kilometer. So this is average fare per kilometer. Also again we can analyze this that Jaipur have the highest fare as well as per kilometer average fare is the highest for the Jaipur only. So now let's go to our next business requirement. This is second business requirement. In this we need to prepare report for monthly city level trips target performance report. So here we have this data. We have applied the slicer. We can go to by city. If we go for Chandigarh, we can see that it missed target for 3 and achieve target for 3. These. If we want to go by month, then we can even go by month. If we check Jan, which city is performing well, in Jan Mysore is performing well and the Vadodara is performing worst. And we can also go by the trip status, if city met target or not. If we see here, it is the highest target. Mysore city achieved the highest target in Feb, and missed target we can verify that it is missed target, that is 27 is highest for the Vadodara. So in this way we can analyze data for every city for each month and by status as well. Also we have created dashboard here. So in this dashboard we again created slicer so that we can cover all the columns. First we created this trip target by city. So we have highest target set for the Jaipur city, that is 76888, and there is a minimum target for Mysore. Again here we see target achievement in percentage. Here we see Mysore achieved 127%. Mysore have the lowest target, and Mysore was able to achieve the target. So we got a highlight here. So we see that Mysore city exceeding the target, and we also need to set new target for the city. And if we go by city, Chandigarh, we can see this is the total target, and this is the percentage achievement. This is resultant absolute average percentage for missed and met both. And if we go by the met only, so we see these city met the target, and these were the target. If we want to go by month, then we can see Jan. In Jan, Mysore was able to achieve target 24% only. In Feb, March. So this is in this way we can analyze the data. If we go by the missed target, then we see majority of cities miss the target in June month. Here 4 cities miss the target, and this is how we can analyze this data. So now let's move to the next requirement, that is third business requirement, which is city level repeat passenger trip frequency. So this is the data. We have city, and this is the trip count, 2 trip, 3 trip, and this is the data in percentage, frequency in percentage. We already applied conditional formatting and highlighted the top one result. So also we have created this chart here, column chart. In this we have this is the maximum for 2 trips, then 3 trips 24.96%. If we go by the city, we have also added slicer here. We want to check for the Chandigarh, then for Chandigarh 2 trips have the maximum contribution, frequency is 32.31%. And if we want to check for the Jaipur city, then also 2 trip is the highest. If we check for Lucknow, then we say 6 trip is the maximum repeat frequency for the 6 trips. So this is how we highlighted these data. These are the highlighted point. Highest repeat passenger trip frequency is for the 2 trips, that is 51.51, and average repeat frequency is for the 6 trip, that is 20.18. From this graph we analyze that this is the average frequency. And what are the suggestions here? Here we have 2 trips repeat passenger rate is good. Now we need to focus increasing repeat passenger rate percentage for 2 trip, 3 trips and 4 trips. Okay, so since we are able to achieve target for 2 trips, it is really good that we are exceeding 50% repeat passenger rate for 2 trips. So we need to focus on 3 trips and 4 trips. Then after we will focus on 5, 6 and another. So that is all outcome from this report. Next we go to our 4 business request. So in this we need to identify cities with highest and lowest total new passengers. So we created this table. We got this data from our Excel query. So if we want to check top 3, then these are the top 3: Jaipur, Kochi and Chandigarh, and these are the number for the top 3 new passengers. Jaipur have the highest number. If we want to go by the bottom 3, then these 3 are the bottom 3 cities: Surat, Vadodara, Coimbatore. These are the numbers. So what are the highlights here? We have these top 3 cities, and these are the 3 minimum cities. Need to focus bottom 3 cities by new passenger to acquire new passengers. Now let's move to our 5th business request. So in this, need to identify month with highest revenue for each city. So here we already applied this conditional formatting, and here we clearly see that Jaipur have the maximum percentage contribution with the revenue 7.75 million. We converted this data into millions, and we created chart here. We covered this column city by here. Also we covered months. In slicer only, we can analyze data by months, as well as if we want to go by city, then we can also check that Chandigarh have total revenue 2.11 and contribution is 19.07 in total revenue. If we want to check for each month, then for April there is no data for this. This is not highest performing month for the Chandigarh. Feb is the only month highest performing month. And if we check another city, if we check by months, let's suppose we are checking for April. In April, these are the 4 months which are performing well. Okay, and from here we highlighted that highest revenue months are Feb, April and May. These are the months for the highest revenue months. Jaipur city generating the highest revenue 7.75 million, as well as highest revenue contribution is 20.82. Coimbatore city generating the minimum revenue. We need to focus on this city because since it is generating the minimum revenue. Now let's move to our next business request. This is repeat passenger rate analysis. So we already highlighted here with conditional formatting, and we can get quick idea that which city is performing well, contribution is maximum and the minimum. Also we have created chart here. In column chart we have created total versus repeat passenger by months. We created this chart by month. These are the month Jan, Feb, March, and we can clearly see that we have the highest total passenger in Feb month, but repeat rate is the low here, 9,000 only. But we see May month have the highest repeat passenger. Also, we have created this bar chart for the repeat passenger rate in percentage, month versus city repeat rate percentage. So orange bar is showing monthly repeat rate and blue is showing city repeat rate. We clearly see that this is the highest for the Surat. Surat is performing well for monthly highest repeat rate. We can go by months only and we can check for Jan. This is the total and this is the repeat. We can go here by city. We can check for Chandigarh this data, and in this way we can analyze data for each month for each city. And we have highlighted our outcome here. May month have the highest number of repeat passenger, so clearly we send this May month have the highest and Jan have the minimum. And what are the suggestions here? Here Meso city have the minimum repeat passenger rate 11.23, is still able to achieve all the targets. So that is all in this video. Creating dashboard is all about giving your time and exploring all the options. That is all in this video. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more such content and more such projects. Thank you.